I'm looking forward to this one. It's by Inspired Walk, who's got 10 questions that atheists cannot answer. Oh, can't we, Mr. Inspired Walk? Let's see about that, eh? Now, for those of you who are in the know, who already subscribe to God, you'll know that God don't believe in any gods apart from this God. And if you're not subscribed to this God and you are subscribed to other gods, that's ridiculous. I'm the only God. Let's sort this crap out, mate.
Do you really believe that science is the only answer to all of life's questions?
No, you gonad. Science is not the answer to every question, but it does give logic and it does provide answers to some questions. But really, science develops every single day and evolves every single day. And sometimes science gets things wrong. And when they find out that they've got it wrong, they try and get it right.
If God doesn't exist, why do you care if people worship him?
I could not give a toss if you worship God. Really, the only time that I care that you worship God is when you're doing your stupid videos telling us that we should worship God! You nutter! If you want to worship an invisible guy that sits in the clouds, that's absolutely fine by me. I don't think it's sensible, but I don't care. We don't care too much at all. We've got other things to do. We're too busy slaughtering goats. Oh, hang on a minute. That's not us, is it? That's you lot. Yeah, we're too busy exploding in packed arenas full of people and supermarkets. Oh no, that's not us neither, is it?
Seriously, can nothing create something?
Seriously? Did atheists say that nothing can create something? Have we ever said that? And I do believe that's what you're saying. Because we don't believe in your something. We believe that's nothing.
If you've never been to the ends of the earth, if you've never been to every planet, if you've never been to every part of the universe, how do you know that God doesn't exist?
I personally have not been to the end of the earth because I still believe that earth is round. I haven't been to other places in the universe or other planets, just like you haven't been to other places in the universe and other planets. If I did go to another planet and God was there camping out and I met him, I would be amazed. But I'm pretty sure God isn't on another planet, because you tell us that he's in heaven, which seems to be somewhere in the clouds.
What is the origin of life?
Scientists believe that there was a Big Bang theory, but there was life before that, else that would have never happened. Nobody truly knows the origin of life. But I'm sure it's before your book was written.
If humans are animals, then where does our sense of justice, where does our sense of morality, where does our sense of what's right and what's wrong come from?
That's a simple one. That comes from your parents and the people who bring you up, and the education that you gather off other people from right and wrong, which is ingrained in you as a human being. If you don't know right and wrong from what you've actually experienced and what you've been told, read it in your book. I bet your book tells us about right and wrong, doesn't it? Because that's a whole lot of right, innit? I think we could go through 1,000,000 stories in the Bible and tell you what's not right that went on in the Bible. What about slaughtering everybody on earth to start again with one family and letting everybody drown? Is that right? Because that's morally wrong. And if you think God made a right decision there, your morals are pretty bad.
If you were given irrefutable evidence that the God of the Bible is real, would you become a Christian?
Absolutely not. But I will give you one thing. I would be a believer. I would absolutely believe in God. But would I become a Christian? No, because your book is brutal and it's full of bad moral behaviour. And I don't want to just lay all that on Christians, okay? Because the Quran is even worse. And all other religions have got scriptures that are terribly bad. So I would believe in God, but I won't be following everybody's stupid religion. Because you're wrong and evil. And just while we're on that subject, there is no book of atheism. So I get my morals from my parents, as I've said before. So I can be the judge of what's right and wrong. And I usually do the right thing. There is no book to turn to. Just do the right thing. Be nice.
Tell me something. If evolution is real, and if evolution is really happening, how come there are no transitional forms that we can observe?
This might be a long answer, mate. Okay, there is things that you can actually see where you can see the transition and evolution of lots of animals. There's fossils where you can see where cats have developed over the years. Flies, fleas, molecules. All them things are there in fossils for you to witness. You can see the death of dinosaurs there in fossils. You can actually watch a butterfly turn from a chrysalis, from a caterpillar chrysalis into a butterfly. If you want to sit there for a few days and watch it happen, you can see that happen. That's evolution. You can see people that have been ingrained in stone for many, many years who were more like monkeys than we are now. There is evidence of evolution. What are you talking about?
Do you live according to what you believe, or do you live your life according to what you lack in belief?
So far, that is the dumbest question you've asked. Yes, both of those.
If God doesn't exist and the Christian dies, the Christian loses nothing. But if God does exist and you die as an atheist, do you not lose more? Will you not lose your soul?
According to you, I would lose my soul, which makes your God a complete bastard. But no, we probably lose the same as you. We lose all the time in our lives where we didn't embrace God and love God, and you would lose exactly the same if he doesn't exist. That you lose all the time that you're spent worshipping something that doesn't exist. Probably pretty equal. At least, actually, if he did exist, when I get to the gates of heaven, I can say, sorry about that. And obviously God's all forgiving, so he'll go, I forgive you. And I'll be like, cool. And I'll get in. I'm probably winning, really. So that's my sort of answer to this guy's 10 questions. He does go on and say some other things. They're not questions, but let's have a look. I haven't watched it all properly, so...
Hebrews chapter 11 verse 3 says, by faith we understand that the universe was created by the word of God, so that what is seen was not made out of things that are visible.
Before you get too mental about this, faith is believing in something with trust. It's a big, big difference to fact, okay? Just be careful what you believe in.
Now, just because we can't visibly see something, it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. We cannot see God, but it doesn't mean that God doesn't exist.
First decent thing you've said, really. It's true, because I'm right here on YouTube. You can subscribe to me below. I'm here like almost every day. Miss a couple of days now and again when I'm really, really busy, but I do a live stream now and again. So it's true, if you can't see me, doesn't mean I'm not here. It just means I'm not live at the minute, or I've not done a video.
For example, we cannot see the wind.
And we cannot see the God, other than me.
But we do feel the wind.
But we do.
We also feel the effects of the wind.
But we don't really feel the effects of God, do we?
And we also experience the movement of the wind.
But we don't experience the movement of God. I think you've dug yourself a little hole here.
And so the truth is, creation itself testifies of an all-powerful and imaginative creator.
Now you're talking bollocks.
And so to the atheist, I would encourage you to be open-minded to the existence of God and to the possibilities of having a relationship with your Creator.
I'm open-minded to a lot of things. Gay sex, gay marriage.
Amen.
Amen, dude. Now make sure that you do subscribe to Mr. Inspired Wall. He has got lots of ridiculous religious stuff to watch, and I have subscribed to him because I think it's quite interesting. I'm not having a dig at him. By all means, if you want to believe in God, believe in God. I particularly don't believe in anything. I don't believe in ghosts, gods, people who talk to the dead. I think that's all nonsense. But it's down to you. I'm not having a go at you because you've got faith or you don't have faith. It's entirely up to you. But what I would say is please subscribe to my videos, because I am the only God who's ever spoken to you, ever. And I'm the only God who's got proper merchandise, which you can buy down there if you want. And you can get delivered to your house. And then you'll look smart as a warrior. Well smart. It's called Inspired Walk, isn't it? Not Inspired Wall, it's Inspired Walk. Subscribe to the right guy, will you? I have subscribed to the right person. Here's a little song for you. It's about Jesus, who happens to be my son.
Mary had a baby, she told me it was mine. Up a story, we were shit-faced at the time. I sent my mate Gabriel to tell Joseph of the plot. He said it was a miracle and a gift from God. And Mary asked for child support, and that just pissed me off.